Hello, my name's Gemma and welcome to Body Fix It. I wanted to give you my top tips if you're struggling with muscle aches and pains. You might be doing an event or you've just done one and you need help recovering and working with injuries, niggles, so that you're able to move easily and you don't feel DOMS setting in. That's the big thing. So if you've done an event or you've worked hard, DOMS is delayed onset of muscle soreness. It's when you feel like an old person, like you can't move, can't walk down the stairs easily. You might find sitting down to the toilet is quite uncomfortable. I know how you feel, and these are my top tips to help with that, okay? So the first one is that you can massage yourself. So if you've got a pain or an area that's particularly sore, just gently rub the area. That encourages blood flow, which helps healing. So on a basic level, you're effectively self-massaging, you're just getting the blood moving. And if you're able, some people find it too much, you can use a foam roller, but just please use it gently. You're not trying to bruise the area, you're just trying to flush it out. So get the blood pumping, move the fibres around so they're not stuck together. My next tip is water. So make sure you're rehydrating. Think about your electrolyte levels, so your sodium, potassium, magnesium levels. I recommend a brand called Elite. You just put it in your water, tiny amount, and it helps regulate your electrolyte levels. But also think water consistently. A lot of people forget about it and it's too late. Think early, have a bit of water, and then again and again and again. Don't think, oh, I'm going to have a litre here and I'm going to have a litre here. Think regular. My next tip is get moving. So trying to avoid seizing up and sitting for a long period, which unfortunately sometimes you end up driving to an event and then you have to drive home, so you seize up over time. But if you can, just get moving, walk slowly. If you've done an event and you have got to drive home, just do a short walk before you get in the car, and then when you get out, try and walk again, get everything moving, get the blood pumping and flushing everything out. My next tip is stretching. So static or contract relax stretching is going to be really beneficial. Gentle stretching, it shouldn't be painful, it should just be that you're gently stretching the tissue, not that you're causing pain and bruising and further injury. So make sure you stretch the muscles that you've used. So if you've been for a run, make sure you do your calves, you can roll it underneath your feet. You can do your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes, and you might find shoulders because you've held tension in them during the run. My next tip is massage. So clearly I'm an advocate for massage, but massage is very good because it helps you recover quicker. We're looking at the areas that have built up tension. We can further stretch those using muscle energy techniques and soft tissue release, so we can really work on the areas that have built up tension. And also the key with that is we can pick up areas that are building up tension early before an injury is likely to occur. So I can say to you, this tissue is tight, let's work out why it's happening, and then we can stop it becoming an injury or less likely to become an injury with consistent help. My next tip is rest, and actually the next two are combined, but rest, so relative rest. You don't have to just lie in your bed for 10 days, but just think, actually I've put my body through a lot of physical effort, it now needs some period of downtime, so I might walk, I might do a gentle run rather than a full training session. Also listening to your body. So if your body's tired, feed it really well and give it nutritious food and just let it heal. Make sure you're drinking enough and be active, but don't put your body under more stress. So combined with that, they're all interlinking really, but pineapple is really good. It has good amino acids in it, which aids recovery. So make sure you've got fresh pineapple, you can eat that, and just eat real food, which is jerf. So think healthy, nutritious food as a recovery to recover quicker rather than relying on junk or sugar to get you through. The other thing I recommend is muscle gel. This is an aromatherapy blended muscle gel. It's made by a lovely lady, Shelley Baker. I don't know if you can see, there you muscle gel, that might be backwards, but Shelley Baker's muscle gel, aromatherapy blended, and it works. It's a cooling gel, but it really works to help those muscles relax and reduce the tension that's building up. And lastly, if you're really struggling with DOMS, then ideally you would do it before the DOMS start to set in, so you do your event and then you have an ice bath. So the way that I tell people to do that is put a woolly jumper on. You might want a hat on. I tend to do it with a cup of tea because it's really difficult to sit there for that long period. And you're aiming for 15 minutes, okay? If you can't get that far, that's fine, but that's what you're aiming for. So what you want to do is sit in the bath, and you're going to put the cold tap on, and you're going to fill up the bath so it covers your legs. And you sit in that for 15 minutes or as long as you're able to do. After that time, let half of that water out and then put the hot tap on. A lot of people, what they do is run the bath out and put hot in, and actually that undoes the effect of being in a cold bath, because you go from the blood flow reducing to the blood flow increasing really quickly. So you want to go from reduced to normal. You don't want to go from two extremes, because that undoes the effects of the ice bath. And who wants to sit on an ice bath for nothing? So I hope those tips help you. If you'd like more advice, then contact us at Body Fix It.